Day 138 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem, but y'all already knew we would be here. Why? Because we've been here the past 137 days, and there's no sign of stopping anytime soon, y'all. We're just getting started, and we have a long way to go. Part of this page is to encourage others to stay disciplined and stay consistent and to stay motivated, y'all. I understand sometimes it's hard to stay motivated, but if you find yourself losing motivation, just make sure you stay consistent and stay disciplined until the motivation comes back, y'all. It'll come back eventually, and you'll be happy you stayed consistent throughout that process instead of giving up and just waiting for your motivation to come back, y'all. It's important to stay disciplined and stay consistent, y'all, because it will pay off in the end, and you can never learn too much, y'all. So it's important to keep learning every day, no matter what that may be, and just keep going until you accomplish your goals or until you get the desired results that you're looking for, y'all. So just keep going, keep pushing through, y'all. I know we're 138 days in, but we still have a long way to go, so get ready for it, y'all. But before we get started today, y'all, don't forget, bring your mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement and we can help push this content out to a broader audience, y'all. As part of the Swift community, or as Swift community members, it's up to us to help the community to grow. And in order to do that, we have to get this Swift content out to as many people as possible, y'all. So y'all support is appreciated. Now, let's get into the question. And today we have question number 482, license key formatting. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're not going to make the solution harder than it has to be. We're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand because we're all here trying to learn something no matter where you are on your coding journey. We're here because we're trying to learn something, so we're going to keep the solution reasonable so everybody can understand it and everybody will be able to learn something from this video and channel. So let's see what the question says. It says you are given a license key represented as a string S that consists of only alphanumeric characters and dashes. The string is separated into n+1 groups by n dashes. You are also given an integer k. We want to reformat the string as such that each group contains exactly k characters except for the first group, which can be shorter than k but still must contain at least 1 character. Furthermore, there must be a dash inserted between the 2 groups, and you should convert all lowercase letters to uppercase. Return the reformatted license key. Okay, so that's a lot to take in, y'all. So let's look at the example so we can see what it is that they're talking about exactly. So in example 1, right now we're looking at example 1. We have an input s equals 5. Its input s equals a string. It's 5 capital F 3 capital Z dash 2 lowercase e dash 9 dash lowercase w and k equals 4. The output is another string 5 capital F 3 capital Z dash 2 capital E 9 capital W. So let's look at the explanation and see what it says. It says the string S has been split into 2 parts. Each part has 4 characters. Note that the extra dashes are not needed and can be removed. Okay, so let's see. So we have k equals 4. K equals 4 lets us know that we have to separate this string into groups of 4 characters, right? Because it says right here, we want to reformat the string S such that each group contains exactly k characters. So right here, k equals 4. That means we want each group in this to have 4 characters, and we have to separate it as accordingly. So that's what they did in the output. So we have 5F3Z, that's 4 characters. Then we have dash, then we have 2E9W, and that's 4 characters. And we also have to convert all lowercase letters to uppercase letters. So we turn this E into a capital E, and we turn this W into a capital W. And these are our 2 groups of 4 because k equals 4. So I hope that made sense to y'all, but well, basically what we're doing is we're breaking this up into two groups of 4 because k equals 4, and we're changing all the lowercase letters into capital letters, uppercase letters. So let's look at example 2 where we could see what would happen if we're dealing with an odd amount of characters. So as such, right? So we have S equals another string. S equals a string of 2 dash 5 lowercase g dash 3 dash uppercase j. This time k equals 2. So that means we have to separate this into groups of 2. Or yes, but so let's look at the output. So the output we have 2 dash 5g dash 5 capital G dash 3 capital J. Now if you look, these two groups are groups of 2, but this first group is just a group of 1, and it says right here, it says reformat the string as such that each group contains exactly k characters except for the first group, which could be shorter than k but still must contain at least 1 character. So right here it says which can be shorter than k but still must contain at least 1 character. So the first group right here, it said, so the first group is 2. The first group is allowed to be less than k. So that's why this group only has 1 when k equals 2, because we're dealing with an odd amount of characters. So something's going to be left out. So the first we have to make sure that the left out one is in the first group. So that's why this one only has 1 character and everything else has 2 characters, because k equals 2, and the first group is allowed to be less than k, but none of the other groups are. So that's why that's why the first group only has 1 character and these have 2 characters. Now let's look at the explanation, see what it has to say. It says the string S has been split into 3 parts. Each part has 2 characters except for the first part, as it can be shorter as mentioned above. So yeah, that's why the first group only has 1, because it's allowed to be less than k, and all the other groups have to be equal to k. Excuse me, k right here. So now that we understand the question though, let's get into the fun part, the part that all keeps us waking up in the morning, the actual code. And the code's not that difficult at all, y'all. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to do, we're going to declare a constant called let. We're going to say let reverse string. Then we're going to say equal. It's going to equal a string. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse my spelling, y'all. String. Then it's going to s dot reversed. Put the parentheses like so. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to say dot replacing. Occurrences. We'll see how that spelling goes when we submit it. Then we're going to say replacing occurrences. We're going to say of, colon, put the quotation marks with a dash in the middle. Then we're going to come outside of that, the quotation marks, we're going to put a comma, and we're going to say with, and we're going to put a colon again, and we're going to put a blank string right there. Then we can't forget we have to turn the letters uppercase, so we're going to say dot uppercase. Oh, excuse me, that should not be a capital C, uppercase. Or it should be a D at the end. Then we're going to come right here and we are going to say declare a variable called result. We're going to set that equal to a string, initialize it with the parentheses. Then we're going to declare another variable called count. We're going to set that equal to 0. Then we're going to say for char, which is a single character. So char is short for character, a single character. So for char in reversed string, we're going to open up the brackets. We're going to say if count is less than k, so this will be the first group because it's allowed to be less than k. We're going to say result dot append char. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to say count plus equals 1. Then we're going to say else, open up the brackets, we're going to say result dot append, open up the quotation marks, put a dash in the middle. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to say result dot append again. This time we're going to append the char. Then we're going to come down again and we're going to say count equals 1. Then we're going to come right here and we're going to say return string. Open up the parentheses. We're going to say result dot reversed, because remember we reversed it up here, so now we have to reverse it back down here. So let's run it, see how it runs, make sure it runs properly. Ooh, okay, so has no member replacing occurrences. So what is going on with that? Let me see. It has, and so replacing occurrences of, let me see just a minute, y'all, just a minute. Don't know what is, oh, 2R's, y'all. 2R's is driving me crazy. Let's run it again and see how it runs. And let's accept it this time, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. So let's submit it. See, drum roll. Ooh, 83 milliseconds beats 40% of users with Swift, y'all. Not too bad at all. Like I said on previous videos, we're not too worried about the time because we're just trying to learn here. And once we understand, once we can solve these problems like that without even looking at it really, then we'll worry about the time. But right now, we just want to get to the point where we can solve a problem, and that's why we're going with the solutions that are easy to understand, because those are the ones that will help us with later solutions that we need to work on, y'all. So I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. Peace.